Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Westgarth Realty audio experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seb Westgarth here from Westgarth Realty, and welcome to this month's podcast. On this episode, we're going to be discussing the importance of creating buyer competition, especially within the first 4 weeks of marketing your home. So I just want to start with a little exercise right now. If you hold your right hand up, palm facing out, and you extend your 4 fingers, it gives you a very good visual representation of what a marketing campaign looks like in the first 4 weeks. So typically we see a lot of buyer action in the first week. We see even more in the second week. It tapers off a little bit in the third week, and then it drops off considerably in the fourth week. After that, you just start to disappear into the noise that real estate portals put forward. There's obviously a lot of properties out there. So once the listing is no longer new and we've got more coming on, your property gets pushed further down the list. So it's super important to get as many buyers as we can to that property within the first 4 weeks. I'm sure all of you as potential sellers or homeowners know that one of the questions that buyers ask is how long has the home been on the market for, and has there been much interest in the home? What the buyer is trying to do there is trying to gather information that they can use as a tool to negotiate against you as a seller to bring that price down. Even if they see the value in the home, they will still use that as a tool to bring that price down to a value that they feel like they're getting a deal on. So what we're looking at doing is creating buyer competition. And what buyer competition does is it changes the mindset of a buyer from how much can I save to how much do I have to pay to ensure that I'm the one who is going to own this property in the future. I can give you 2 examples right now of where we've had strict marketing campaigns designed to drive buyers to a property in that peak period of that first 4 weeks of the home being on the market, and the results have been absolutely phenomenal. We recently sold a property that had a number of agents appraise that home before we did. We came in, we ended up putting forward this marketing campaign, and we ended up selling that home for $21,000 more than the other agents had appraised that home for. So what we had done there is we'd created a sense of competition between buyers. We had enough buyers come through. We had enough verbal offers in place already that when a buyer came through and they go, look, have you had any offers yet? How long has it been on the market for? I could answer, yes, we have. We've had 3 verbal offers so far. We've got some people who are going back to talk to the bank to discuss whether or not they're actually capable of putting that down on paper. And these buyers ended up deciding that they were going to put an offer in on paper that day to ensure that they were going to secure it. So that competition that was driven by buyer interest had basically pushed these buyers into a position where they went, we really like this home, we see the value in it, and we want to make sure it's ours. The second example, basically the marketing campaign for that was very similar to the previous example, but we were trying to reduce the time on market. It was a very, very slow market where this property was. And the owners had a couple cracks at selling it before with other real estate agents who hadn't invested any time and effort into running a marketing campaign. And what that meant was that property sat on the market for an extended period of time. We were able to put that home under contract in 23 days. And when I asked the buyer, what made you put forward that offer that you put forward, and why did you put it forward today? And what that buyer told me was, we noticed that there was a number of people who had inspected the home 2, sometimes 3 times, and we really liked the home. And it was evident to see that there were other people there who really liked the home as well. For those buyers, it was about securing that property that they felt had the value there that they were looking for, to ensure that they were going to get it over someone else. So that's basically how these campaigns are designed, is to drive buyers to the property within that peak period to ensure that there's competition between buyers for obtaining that property that has the value that they see in that home.